Picture this. Layers of tender pasta, savory meat, creamy cheese, all coming together in a symphony of flavor. But have you ever stopped to wonder, where did this iconic dish come from? But before we dive into the layers of lasagna, let me ask you this. Have you ever pondered what makes your favorite food so special? Is it the taste, the tradition, or perhaps a little bit of both? Well, subscribe and get ready to sink your teeth into a story that's as rich as the layers of our beloved lasagna. Our journey to uncover the origins of lasagna takes us back to the ancient city-states of Greece, where a humble dish known as lagon first graced the tables of Mediterranean feasts. Now, hold on to your culinary curiosity because this ancient ancestor of lasagna might surprise you. Lagon wasn't quite the cheesy, meaty marvel we know today. Instead, it consisted of layers of thin pasta, similar to our modern lasagna noodles, but flavored with exotic spices and herbs that danced on the taste buds. But here's where things get interesting. Unlike the decadent dish we enjoy now, lagon was often served cold, making it a refreshing treat in the scorching Mediterranean heat. Can you imagine slurping down a cool slice of pasta goodness on a hot summer's day? While lagon may have been a far cry from the lasagna we know and love, it laid the foundation for what was to come. Its simple yet satisfying combination of pasta and sauce would serve as inspiration for generations of culinary innovators to come. As our culinary caravan traverses through the annals of history, we find ourselves amidst the vibrant tapestry of medieval Italy, where the seeds of lasagna's evolution were sown. Picture this: bustling kitchens in Italian monasteries, where monks toiled away not only in prayer but also in culinary experimentation. It was here, amidst the clatter of pots and pans, that lagon began its metamorphosis into something closer to the lasagna we know and crave today. But how did this transformation occur, you might ask? Well, dear viewers, it was all thanks to the ingenuity of these medieval maestros. Drawing inspiration from the flavors of the Mediterranean, they began to enrich lagon with new ingredients like succulent meats, creamy cheeses, and robust tomato sauces. And thus, the foundational elements of lasagna as we know it today were born. Layers of tender pasta, generously smothered in savory sauce, interspersed with hearty meats and decadent cheeses. Each bite a symphony of flavors that danced upon the palate. But the evolution of lasagna didn't stop there, oh no. It continued to adapt and evolve with the changing times, weaving its way into the fabric of Italian culinary culture and beyond. In the modern era, lasagna has taken on a life of its own. From classic recipes passed down through generations to innovative twists dreamed up by daring chefs, there's no shortage of ways to enjoy this timeless treat. Now let's dig into why lasagna isn't just good, it's downright fantastic. Beyond its delectable taste, lasagna embodies the very essence of culinary comfort and tradition, making it a beloved favorite in households worldwide. First and foremost, lasagna is a dish that brings people together. Whether it's a cozy family dinner or a festive gathering with friends, there's something truly special about sharing a hearty slice of lasagna with loved ones. And let's not forget the nostalgia factor. For many of us, lasagna isn't just a meal. It's a cherished memory of home-cooked goodness. From grandma's secret recipe to mom's special touch, lasagna is steeped in the traditions of generations past. But wait, there's more! Lasagna isn't just a feast for the soul, it's also a feast for the senses. The tantalizing aroma of bubbling cheese, the sight of layers upon layers of pasta perfection, the satisfying crunch as you dive into that first bite. Each element working together to create a symphony of flavor that's simply irresistible. And let's not overlook the versatility of lasagna. From classic meaty versions to vegetarian delights and even gourmet twists dreamed up by daring chefs, there's a lasagna for every palate and occasion. It's like a blank canvas just waiting to be adorned with your favorite flavors. Now, before we get too carried away in lasagna bliss, let's take a moment to acknowledge that even our beloved layered delight has its quirks and quibbles. So, what are some reasons why lasagna might not always be the shining star on our dinner plates? Well, for starters, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Lasagna isn't exactly what you'd call a lightweight meal, and let's not ignore the calorie count. With all those layers of pasta, cheese, and sauce, it's no wonder this dish has a reputation for being a bit, shall we say, filling. But hey, who needs a diet when you have the sheer indulgence of a piping hot tray of lasagna, right? And speaking of layers, let's not overlook the potential for lasagna-related mishaps in the kitchen. From sauce spills to pasta pileups, assembling this culinary masterpiece can sometimes feel like navigating a delicious minefield. That's all part of the fun, right? After all, what's life without a little culinary adventure? Just remember to keep a kitchen towel handy and maybe a spare apron or two. So there you have it, folks, the tantalizing tale of lasagna, from ancient Greece to modern-day kitchens. It's a dish steeped in history, flavor, and a whole lot of love. So next time you take a bite of that cheesy, saucy goodness, remember the journey that brought it to your plate. Thanks for joining me on this delicious adventure. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more mouthwatering content, and let me know in the comments what food history you want to explore next. Until next time, keep on savoring those flavors. Buon appetito!